Hi, and welcome to Armsday. It is October 5th, and Iron Banner's happening, and you should totally play in it because the unbent tree is incredible, and so are about probably 70% of the other weapons. The Clever Dragon's great, the hand cannon's okay, the machine gun's incredible. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. What I want to talk about right now is Armsday. Let's see, our Thesson FR4. Thesson FR4. We've got a braced frame roll, which is nice. Now that we don't have the option to just pick up a really good braced frame roll from the vendor, I don't think we do anyway. Having a braced frame Thesson is pretty good again. But it's not as good as having an accelerated coils one, which is what I'm currently looking for. Enhanced battery is not accelerated coils. It looks like the first roll is probably the best roll, but honestly, you want to wait. Then we've got the Mila D. Right off the bat, I can see that there's no head seeker counterbalance roll. I don't know if there will ever be one because I haven't seen one yet. We're in year 3. If you were going to pick one up, it would probably be the other one with Headseeker and Rangefinder, and I guess Injection Mold, which is nice. But, I mean, you know the deal with this one. Counterbalance or bust. Then we've got the Irene, and we're looking for triple tap. The only reason you would ever want to use the Irene is for triple tap luck in the chamber. If you're some other kind of person who prefers to use it with something else, then I guess there are lots of nice perks, but triple tap luck in the chamber is the reason you picked this gun up. In the meantime, a really good gun to pick up is the Event Horizon from the Crucible guy, that way. Let's real quick check up on these packages before we switch characters. The ARI-41, it's a mid-impact auto rifle, it's good. The ARI-45, it's a high impact, it's not good. The Ufern HC4, not good. The Liadmila D, it's good if you can get the right roll. And the Tamar D, which can roll with surplus, and that makes it relevant. And we've got some... Let's see. I don't see any Crucibles, so that's good. At least, I don't think there are any Crucibles. I don't know. Maybe I can't read. Let's go see the Warlock. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying Rise of Iron. The raid is really good. Can't wait to do hard mode. Gonna try again for a world's first with hard mode. We're gonna reassemble the pieces. Right now on my actual account, not this Armsday account, I'm at a 386 light on at least one character and very close on the other two, which is ridiculous, of course. It's an insane light level. Most people should be at around 370 if they've been playing, even just a little bit each day. Iron Banner is out. Have you guys gotten a chance to play that yet? Because it's really fun. They've totally changed the way it works. You no longer have to wait until Friday or Saturday or Sunday to get the most out of your reputation. You can pop your weekly bounties whenever. And the tempered buff is completely gone. You no longer have to wear a shader, an emblem, and a class item. It's just play whenever, do whatever, weekly bounties, pop whenever. And the bounties now give you, like, what the old level 5 reward package would have given you. It's like 2 of them give you special armor, 2 of them give you special weapons. So that's nice. Sean, none yet. We're only on our first 3 guns. We've still got 6 more to do. Cameras are hard. Still have 6 more to do. We're gonna check out the DIS-43 and the Wifrua D and the JLB-47 right now. DIS-43, that's interesting. I thought I had the DIS-47 on this character. JLB-47 finally has a... Never mind, this is cluster bombs. For those of you who do, for some reason, need a tracking one, here's this one. Confined launch linear compensator, and some other stuff. Alright, does anybody actually care? Because, frankly, I don't see any point to using this without grenades and horseshoes. Kinda need it. Like, you can't roll it with tracking and grenades and horseshoes. Tripod is worthless for this gun. Like, we're done here with the rocket launcher. The Weefarua D, rolled surplus, look at that. Ifarua, sorry guys, Ifarua D. Performance bonus is fun, surplus is great, this is the reason you're using it. So, like, cards on the table here, you're probably not going to use the sniper rifle for a whole lot of stuff. It's nice that it has snapshot and performance bonus and surplus, but the reason you're using it is because you have a heavy weapon or because you have a scout rifle, I guess, hand cannon. Essentially, you're going to equip your Iron Gallahorn, you're going to equip this Ifarua D, and you're never ever going to touch the sniper rifle unless you're damaging a boss, and you're pretty much only going to use it for the surplus ability. So go ahead and pick that one up. It's still a good sniper rifle in its own right, but like that's why you're using it, is because it gives your rockets more ammo. These other ones aren't even really that great, so the first one all the way. The DIS-47, okay, cool. There is a full auto one. Look at that. Single point sling, high caliber rounds. This is very close to being good. So it's got the SPO-28, which is my favorite of the Suroscopes. The SLO-19 is, I know, a few of your favorites. And the SRO-37 is technically the best stat spread scope. I would use this. High caliber rounds is going to be really important for this fast firing full auto DIS-47, and then you have single point sling, I guess, without a Lance, unless they changed it, because it said extra weapon ammo for this weapon in year 2 or year 1 as well, and I guess also in year 2. And it still picked up extra ammo for your rocket launcher, unless they've changed that recently. I'll test it later. But yeah, even in year 1 it said for this weapon, and it worked for all of them. Anyway, DIS-47 should have a higher stability perk, preferably, ideally. Doesn't have one. If you can control the recoil though, you're in business. I would wait until you've got a plus stability deal, but there's a chance that another one that's this good comes along. If not, this is really strong. Full auto, high caliber rounds, SPO-28. You're really looking for the high caliber rounds on this one. That's what makes it different than the last God roll. I think that's everything here. It all depends on what's more important to you. Making your opponent real or being able to hit all your headshots. And I know for some of you that's going to be hitting all your headshots. For some of you that's going to be damaging your opponent. It's going to give you a higher time to kill by missing those headshots. But on the other hand, you're also causing your opponent to miss, and that can be important. I don't know. 2 totally different play styles. We could talk about the nuances of high caliber rounds versus perfect balance all day. Well, maybe not all day. I got a really good roll on the auto rifle, the Unbent Tree and Iron Banner. It's perfect balance. I think it's single point sling and persistence. I think persistence is really solid because I don't know if you've played with it yet, but the Unbent Tree almost has this perfectly vertical recoil. It's great. It's an amazing gun. I mean, honestly, it's almost worth not picking up at Arminius D package. It's just that good. I hate saying that because I love the Arminius D's like aesthetic, but it's a really good gun. You guys should totally play Iron Banner. And then the shotgun, its archetype kind of lends itself to a full auto build. I've noticed they drop a lot with full auto. Anyway, try that out if you're bored of using the Matador, but there's probably not going to be anything better than Matador for another 12 months. I don't think you can roll Counterbalance and Rangefinder on Unbent Tree. I think it's one or the other. Alright, Arminius D. Ooh, look at that. That looks to be a Counterbalance roll. No braced frame. Somebody made a good point last week on the last video that you don't necessarily need Counterbalance if you can control the recoil. You just need braced frame. They did nerf Counterbalance actually recently, so if you wanted to try a braced frame roll, you could. I'll start looking past just Counterbalance for you guys, but it doesn't look like there's even a braced frame roll this time. The best one is this Counterbalance roll, and like I said, frankly, like you're better off just playing Iron Banner and holding on to this package. That's kind of nifty. Spray and play. Injection mold, high caliber rounds, SPO-28, SLO-19, SRO-37. These are the 3 scopes you want in those slots. High caliber rounds is nice. It's not perfect balance though. And there's not really any range buff on here either. This boosts your range by a little bit, but not nearly enough. And then this reduces the range. Yeah, I wouldn't pick that up. And then this is terrible. This perk secret round is really bad. It used to do something else in year 1. It's gone back to doing what it says it does in year 2 and year 3, where it actually just fires another round if you miss. Or if you hit, sorry. Or it is if you miss. It's just bad. It's just a bad gun. It makes your magazine deplete faster. It's just a very bad perk. Small bore is great. Fitted stock is not perfect balance. We've got SLO-19, SPO-26, and SPO-57. Some people like the highlights enemy targets. I think that's only good for PvE. Some people like Perrin's artifact though, so whatever. I wouldn't pick this one up. Nope, not in a million years. So no good PDX 45s again. It's been so long since we've seen a good roll on that. And there's no great Cocytus either. I guess Grenadier and Life Support are good, but without braced frame, I mean, you could recenter the reticle. It's just why would you make it harder for yourself when you could have a perfect roll? And then on top of that, this isn't the torch scope, so you've got even less aim assist than you would otherwise. For those of you who want to use it for PvE, that's great, but you should know that the Raid Scout is a little bit better at dealing with fallen ads, and that's kind of what you want to be doing. And it's available from normal mode, so I can't think of too much of a reason to use this. Now this is cool, Firefly, Extended Mag, and the Torch Scope. If this were Flash and this were triple tap, this would be a god roll, but it's not, so it's not. I don't know. Kind of disappointing. We did get a pretty decent DIS 47, and then of course the IFA Rua D rolled with surplus pretty quick. You can pick up the Tamar D if you want to try another surplus gun with a different archetype. The Lead Mila D if you don't already have one and you want to keep waiting for a Counterbalance and Headseeker roll with me forever, because it's never going to show up apparently. The Ufer and the ARI 45 are no good, and the ARI 41 is pretty good, but it's not in a great place right now. Those are the packages. There you go, Sean. Those are the packages. If you care about the test rifles, here they are. Minotaurs, Cabal, Hive, high-ranking enemies, and double kills. Easy peasy. Alright, well that's it from me. I guess I'll see you next week. Hopefully Banshee decides to drop some god rolls on us eventually, and I really hope that in some future update we get new Armsday packages to review, because frankly, I am getting a little tired of seeing the same ones every week, especially since they're not rolling that well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully it was helpful. I'll see you next time, and good luck in Iron Banner.